What's up, everybody? It's your girl Vivian Mini, and basically this is gonna be my first YouTube video, and I'm coming on here to basically drop like 2 lists of these different things that I've been following that have literally helped me, you know, take my life from like this dark cloud of a blob to, you know, a successful, you know, internal path where I'm now ready to share things with you all to help you out and get you out of the dim, you know, place where you are right now. Basically, I'm just gonna get right into it because I don't like those videos where they talk too long. You're gonna hear me talk a lot based off of what I'm saying. But okay, say no when you feel forced to do something that you don't align with mentally. A lot of the times we'll sit there and we'll say yes to somebody about a situation or a thing because we don't want them to judge us, 1, or 2, we don't want them to be mad at us. What kind of way is that to live your life, like worrying about, you know, how somebody feels all the time to the point where you don't worry about how you feel? You know what I mean? Like sitting there and just literally giving away your entire thought process on something because somebody said you should. That's control. When somebody is literally like urging you to do something that goes against your spirit and goes against your wishes, that's control. And when you actually allow them to do that, that's what you're doing. You're giving them control. And that's not good for you for obvious reasons. It's very detrimental to your psyche because basically, you know, you're losing yourself, the part of yourself that, you know, resonates with what you truly desire. So it's best when you're faced with a situation like that to really look at the situation for what it is and how it makes you feel. If it makes you feel very negative and you feel aloof from the decision, then you should say no. And if it makes you feel beautiful and it makes you feel happy, then say yeah, go for it, you know, do it. But just keep that in mind, that you need to be thinking about whether or not a decision aligns with what you want in life. Otherwise, you're going to just go along with the plan and live a life you hate. Don't do that. Number 2, stop worrying about what other people think about you. Now, there's a lot of people in the world that do that. I mean, it's basically what society is built upon. And that's why it's so hard for, you know, people to accept when somebody like me or somebody else comes on here and is like, don't worry about it. You know, they're like, easy for you to say. Well, it's actually not easy for me to say. I spent years of my life. I just turned 26 June 7th. I spent years of my life literally caring about what other people thought. And let me tell you, like, that's to the detriment of yourself. It's terrible. I wouldn't recommend it. This is what I would recommend. Sticking up for yourself, being confident in who you are. Because that's what you need to do. At the end of the day, whatever you believe in, you weren't put on this earth so that you could, you know, live sad and, you know, hate yourself. You were put on this earth unique the way that you are because that's beautiful. You know what I mean? And when you allow somebody to try to humble you, try to make you hate yourself, and, you know, try to make you feel bad about being genuinely yourself, that's when you give them the control over your life to the point where you live for them. Like, you're like, oh, I'm not living for them, but you are. You are. Because every day you're waking up, you're like, well, if I wear this or if I say this, so-and-so is going to feel like this, or this person going to feel like this. Maybe it's not even one particular person. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not even one particular person. Maybe you just are worried about society as a whole. Like, you just wake up and you're just nervous in the morning and you're just like, oh, well, if I wear this, people are going to think it looks ugly. If I wear this, like, people are going to be mean to me. People are going to bully me. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? And again, I ain't speaking from like a place of somebody who just woke up confident. Because some of y'all, you know what I mean? Let me go off course real quick. Some of the people that I've encountered in my life, or people that I know in my life that are going to see this video, are going to say to themselves, oh, she's always been confident. That's a dang lie. Okay? And if you really say that, then I know that you don't really know me that well. And now, because of this video, you're going to get to learn how I was able to move through and keep the strong confidence that I have right now. But it's not easy. It wasn't easy. Don't assume that it was. Back to regular scheduled programming. Love a good stutter. But anyway, yeah. So I'm not telling you it saying that it's going to be a walk in the park. That's not what this video is about. If that's what you think it's about, it's pointless for you to even watch. You know what I mean? If you're really ready for change, if you're really ready to stop hating yourself, then stay. Listen, because it's going to help you. By the end of this video, you're going to feel so much better about life, and you're going to have a carefree attitude. And I want to add to that. I know people are going to be watching this and they're going to be like, oh, well, you know, like, you know, easy for you to say, like, oh, I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that, da, 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 da. I don't care about nothing you saying. If I was standing right in front of your face, I would look you dead in your eyes and I would tell you that you're beautiful as yourself. And I would mean that. Like, I wouldn't be saying that to make you feel better. I would be telling you that whatever it is about you that makes you unique, probably the thing that you hate most about yourself, is what you should flex with, what you should be happy with, what you should put out into the world. And you don't know how many people have exactly what it is that you have, that you hate so much, that if you was to get out there and tell them that you're now, they would be like, whoa, you know, like, I have blase, and all my life I've felt insecure about it. But, like, now that I hear you talking about it, you know, like, now I feel like it's beautiful. Now I feel like I should celebrate it. Like, this is real. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, for the people that don't believe in stuff like this, it's crazy to me because you see the videos go viral. You know, you see people, you know, celebrating somebody's beauty when they're just being themselves. Like, you know, none of that extra stuff. They're just being themselves. It goes viral because people love to see people being real. Even the people that don't believe in, you know, like the healing and stuff, like, they love a good person just being genuine. Like, people can't help but be attracted to genuine people because the energy is just so pure and mesmerizing. You know what I mean? So there's something so powerful about saying, I know what I look like, I love it, and you're gonna love it because I love it. You know what I mean? And I know that's gonna be a bit much for you to say at first, but I'm telling you, you'll get there. But you have to start by first, you know, accepting yourself. Okay? You have to love you before and more than anyone else can. You understand? You have to be able to look at yourself and see your beauty before other people can. All right? Okay, next. Speak up. Be bold and ask questions. Okay? Speak up. Sometimes there's moments where we don't want to say things because, again, we're worried about what people will think. And so we have a good idea. You know what I mean? Or even if you don't feel like you have a good idea, like, you want to add your opinion to the situation. And you say, no, that's stupid. That's a stupid idea. No, I don't think I want to do that, you know? Or you might have a really cool idea. Now you just missed out on the situation because you was too, you know what I'm saying, too in your head. You let yourself hate on yourself again. That's what I'm saying. Like, you hating on yourself when you're saying you're not good enough and stuff. You don't realize you're being your biggest hater. And all you need is for you to love you to succeed. You feel like you need everybody and their mama for you to feel good about yourself. That's because you haven't done the inner work to heal yourself, to know that all you need is you and everybody else is a bonus. Okay? But your opinion matters. Point blank period. No matter what anybody says, your opinion matters. You know why? Because you're on the earth to live, breathe, and speak. And that means something, right? You got breath in your lungs for a reason, right? You matter. Like, regardless of what you've been told over the years. Dead that. All that matters is that you know that you matter. Get going. Move through life like the little train that could until you get where you want to go. And do that with confidence. Hold your head high. I don't care what anybody told you. I don't care what anybody's telling you on a daily basis. You need to be able to look them in the eye and say, you know what? You're just not going to bother me anymore. You're not going to bother me anymore because I know that I deserve respect. I deserve love. And I love me. Very simple words, but mind-blowing what it can do for your life. How it can pick you up and change your mindset. Change your perspective, change your life. Change your perspective, change your life. That's the big, big red flag waving across the world that nobody's seeing right now. Everything is about perspective. When you shift your mindset, you shift your external. When you shift your mindset, you shift your external. When your internal is not in the right place, you cannot keep your external, nor can you keep it balanced. Hello, come on. Okay, next. Follow your heart, listen to your intuition, trust your gut, okay? Those three sayings have been said for forever. I don't know what the origin was of them. That's not the point. The point is they all mean the same thing. This is what I've learned over time. They mean the same thing. Like, listen to that feeling inside of you that lets you know whether you like something or you don't like something. You know, like, too many times, again, we worried about what other people think. So we like, well, it don't matter how I feel. Like, it just matter how they... This is your life. What do you mean it doesn't matter how you feel? I'm gonna get in your face. This is your life. What do you mean it doesn't matter how you feel? Exactly. You ain't talking about nothing. You hating on yourself. Stop it. Stop hating on yourself. Now, we moving on to the next. All right? Keep your life private. People will watch. Okay? And there's always going to be people watching you. You know, obviously, I'm putting this video out there so that people can watch me and understand, you know, what I went through, but also understand how to get through what they're going through. But by watch, I mean that there are some people that don't want you to win. Sometimes there are people in your life that will pray for your downfall. Some people in this world are not nice. They are naturally not nice. They are naturally malicious, and they are weird. Okay? And those type of people can be people that you're closest to. They can also be people that are just strangers, or, you know, people that you're just cool with. Like, this is what it is. Evil, maliciousness, spiteful souls, they can exist in any category of humanity. Any category of humanity. Too much, you know, blaming goes on certain, you know, genders, you know, races, etc. Like, and really, it's just good and bad in everything. That's the key point that y'all missing, is that good and bad comes in everything. And sometimes, lots of the times, when there is light, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to love it, because that's light. Hey, look at that, it's shiny, it's nice. But there are going to be weirdos who want to dim that light. This is what I say. In the world, there's people that are going to, you know, brighten your light, and there's people that are going to try to dim it, squash you like a fly. And you can't allow those people to win. You just can't do that. You can't allow those people to win, because that's just not what your life plan is. That's not what your life, you know, journey is supposed to be about. Don't let it be like that. Come on. You know, be more for yourself. Be more for yourself, okay? So, my main point here is, you know, make sure that you're not posting everything on social media. Like, I love a good social media post. I like to post my cute, you know, Instagram pictures, you know, Snapchat, you know what I mean? It's fun. It's nice. It's a way to let people, like, know about your life. You know what I mean? Like, whether or not, like, they live next to you or they live far away, or whether or not you just want to put it out there into the world. Like, hey, this is how I am. I like to style myself like this, you know. I want to show that I feel like this about this. It's nice. It's a beautiful thing to have. But it can go dark. And let me explain. Let's say you have a creative, you know, goal that you want to do. Like, there will be things that you want to do and you're very passionate about. And I learned this a while ago, but I know not everybody has been taught this. Like, not everybody, you know, wants to see you win. Okay? Regardless of what you believe in, envious eye is very real. And there will be people that will look at your pictures and send you evil energy. And then there will also be people that when you tell them about certain, nice things that you're planning in your life, they will literally pray for your downfall. They will literally hope that you fail. They will hope that you try to fly and you fall flat on your face. And then you will give up everything that you were working on, and you won't know why. Because regardless of what you believe, energetic fields are very real. This is science. This is just fact. And you will feel that negativity. You won't even know why you feel so bad. You won't know why your skin is starting to look bad or any of that. Like maybe your hair doesn't look so great. You will feel off. The reason that you do is because you're being too sharing. You're being too caring. You're walking around the world thinking everybody has a heart like you. Whole time, some of them want you to fail. Stop telling everybody your business. Keep it to yourself and watch how successful you become. The next thing is cut off people who are detrimental to your journey. Cut off people who are harmful to you. And I know that this isn't what you want to hear. Half of y'all probably gonna click off the video now because you thought you was gonna be able to do this without really standing on business. No, this ain't that. You're gonna have to cut them off. You're gonna have to do it, yeah. And you're gonna have to do it because it's for, your betterment. Like, it's for you to be more successful. If you're trying to heal and you're constantly around somebody who's treating you like crap, causing you to backtrack, you're not gonna heal. Obviously, right? So it sounds like, oh, she's saying it like it's so simple. It's not so simple. There's a lot of people that I cut off because they were weird. There's a lot of people that I cut off because their energy didn't match, mine. You know what I mean? Like the caring, like the loving, the supportive. They were just weird. So, it just didn't align, And I'm not here to get egotistical and bash anybody or anything because they're not the subject of this video. But I want to let you know that I'm not saying this to you because I just want you to just cut everybody out of your life. I'm saying this to you because I've experienced cutting people off. And at first, before I had my perspective change, I was in that same mind state that you're in right now, where I was like, well, why do I have to keep cutting everybody off? Why do I have to be alone? Like, why can't I just have like somebody that's supporting me? You know what I mean? And once I changed my perspective, I realized that it was just that they just didn't align with me. Like if they want to be like that, you know what I mean? Like toxic and stuff, they can do that, but just not with me, because I'm not going to let you be detrimental to my journey. I'm not going to let you put a halt in my journey. I want to do this. I want to help people. I want to be a loving person. And if you can't support that, or if you're going to make me feel bad for that, then you're weird and I don't want to be around you, and I will cut you off. Now me, I keep a sword on me. I'll cut anybody off once I see disrespect. I sure will. I don't care. You know why? I had to build this up. I had to build this up over the years of the hurt and the heartbreak that I went through in so many different ways. This is not no overnight thing. I have a bulletproof confidence level now and respect and love for myself because of the hurt that I went through. After every fall, I got back up and I learned something new. And now I stand tall and I'm confident so I can talk to you. Okay? So please just do it. Trust me. I'm not saying that, like soon you're going to just feel like me, where you got the machete on your back and you're like, okay, next. But you know what I mean? You're going to feel better. You're going to feel like a weight off your shoulders, and you're going to breathe. You're going to be able to have creative ideas come back to you, where you can literally just wake up and know that, you're free, and you get to have, that breath of fresh air in the morning, and you can just do whatever you feel to do next. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you got your responsibilities and stuff. Those don't stop. That's not what this is. What I'm telling you is that when you have those responsibilities and you have a clear mind and you don't have toxic people in your face making you feel bad about every choice you make, what you wear, what you say, how you act, being your authentic self, you thrive because you are in a genuine state of living. You know what I mean? You don't have any fake people around you. You don't have any weirdos around you. You just feel free. That's how you're supposed to be. That's how you were meant to live life, regardless of what you've been told. I'm here to get in your face, lovingly, but, like assertively, and say, that's all bullcrap. You make it happen. It starts with you. You have to dig in here. You have to heal it. It's gonna hurt, but once you do it, you will feel better, and things will get better. But not until you cut that toxic motherfucker off. While you just sitting there waiting for them to change, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to change. You must be the change. You must be the domino effect. Okay, the next one is going to be pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but I still wanted to add it because it's very important, because what you put inside of you is your fuel, and that is a big part. It plays a big part in, you know, how you live your life. So you can't survive off junk food. You're going to have to cut that out. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you guys are going to click off the video now because you love your junk food. Trust me. I'm somebody, and I know I got friends too, you know what I mean, that love it, you know what I'm saying? But we all, like, my whole friend group kind of started to get a little bit healthier, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm on right now. I'm on evolving. I'm on leveling up. I'm not worried about this lower level stuff. I'm trying to make sure that this is right, and, you know, that I feel all right as a whole, so that I can get to the next steps in life. Because everybody wants to jump to the millionth step, you know what I'm saying? They want to just have this, have that, but they don't want to do the inner work. And they honestly think that things are going to get better without doing the inner work. You want all this success, but you don't even believe that you can have it. That is a subconscious belief that you have to address before you even get that bag, before you even get that house, before you even, you know what I mean? So, healthy eating is very, very important to your body, to your mind, to your spirit. When you eat better, you feel healthier, and you feel more aligned as a whole. And don't get me started on being dehydrated. Make sure that you're getting your hydration, and make sure you're drinking your water. If you don't like it plain, go ahead and put some fruit in it or something. But don't be walking around here all dehydrated thinking that you're going to be able to do everything you need to do, because you're not. Next, you know, give yourself a makeover. I'm not saying go all what not to wear, you know what I'm saying, and change your entire style. No, I'm saying dress yourself in a way that's true to you, you know, like keep, you know, looking like you, but just make sure that you polish up a little bit. So, you know, like, don't look so much like a bedhead, you know what I mean? Like, and when I say that, I mean, like, take pride in your appearance, you know? Everybody has their own style, so this is not telling you to have a certain style. I'm never going to be that person that does that. I'm the person that's going to give you advice on how to be your genuine, authentic self, because that's what I believe the world needs more of, not polished fakers, okay? So, you know, everybody knows that one little thing, that the way they style their hair, or the way that they do their skin or something, the way that they put on their clothes, that makes them feel confident. You do know that. Because, you know, even if you're somebody who is currently, you know, in that phase where you're still around toxic people, you know what you like, but you just are afraid to like it and be proud about liking it, because you don't want that person, or, you know, whoever it is, to make fun of you. But you know what you like, so just do that. Just wear what you like, you know what I mean? And, you know, just dress how you want to dress. Style yourself how you want to dress. At the end of the day, that's your body. Do what you want with your body, you know, respectfully, of course. Like, as far as, like, you know, be nice to your body, be loving to your body, don't hurt your body. But, like, as far as, like, decorating yourself, if you want to get some tattoos, you know what I mean, or if you want to style your hair a certain way, don't you ever let anybody tell you that you shouldn't. You're not hurting anybody. That's just you being yourself. Do it. And trust me, when you look good, you feel good. You will start to feel better. Take some pride in your appearance. Get styled up before you leave the house. Watch how things start changing for you. And people are going to be want to be around you, because they're going to see your light. You know, you're going to start to see your light, and other people will see it, and they'll want to be around you and talk to you. You're going to make so many new friends and stuff. You're not even going to worry about those toxic people that you currently or used to have in your life, who you miss so much because you're not in love with yourself. Okay? Okay, my next thing to say is, stop gaslighting yourself. If you don't like your situation, change it. You have every right to do so. But sitting there sad isn't going to help anything. Get up. Okay? I know it hurts to hear, but that sadness train that you've been riding on, that has been so comforting yet completely detrimental to you at the same time, is not helping you. You know, like it's very beautiful how in tune you are with what's actually happening around you, to the point where it's so real to you that it's making you sad, you know? Like, not beautiful like, oh, you know, like, that's nice that she's sad, but beautiful as in it's nothing wrong with being in tune with your emotions. You're very in tune with your emotions, even though you're running away from them. At the same time, you're in tune with them because you're allowing yourself to feel to a point. Like, you feel sad, you know what I mean? You're not running from that sadness. You're not trying to fake positivity. You're not trying to fake happiness. But you're still doing the wrong thing because you're just leaning into that pool of negativity instead of standing up. Life isn't about perfection, okay? Perfection is an illusion. Perfection doesn't exist. A good life is about balance. A good life is about love. And it's about positivity, okay? Positivity, good thinking, you know, forward thinking, not backwards thinking, okay? So that's, despite any, you know, pain or anything that you might be going through, that's, you know, this too shall pass. I'm not going to worry about this. You know why? Because I know everything's going to work out for me. Choosing to keep that mindset despite what you see around you is a superpower that anybody can have if they just believe in themselves. This is not no mystical, magical thing. Okay? This is something that everybody can do if they start doing the inner work. I'm not speaking mumbo jumbo. You're just not willing to understand. Open your mind a little bit so that you can think about it, and it will click. Okay, so another thing that y'all might not be thinking, you know, is keeping you where you're at is sleep. Okay, no problem is going to get better with insomnia. Make sure that you're taking the time to get the sleep you need to. That means get off your phone at night. Stop scrolling on Instagram and social media, because that's not helping you, and you shouldn't be up that late on your phone anyway. You should be laying down, whether you're trying to get into sleep or you at least lay down with your eyes closed if you can't get there. Don't just stay up staring at your phone all night. Like, that's the biggest problem in, you know, our society, is that everybody's a phone zombie. You know, like, we don't know how to just put our phones down and just be. You know what I mean? Like, read a book, you know what I mean? Go do something, you know what I mean? Like, go do something that is like physical, that's not technology. Get off that phone and go to sleep. Okay? Trust me, it's going to feel much better. When you're well rested, you can think clearly. And when you can think clearly, you move better. So get that rest. If you can't sleep, lay there with your eyes closed. Stop trying to control your thoughts. Let them just be. If you're having negative thoughts while you're laying down with your eyes closed, it means that you have trauma that you need to work on. It means that you are not healed in the way that you need to be. And that's okay. But it's not okay to never heal yourself. It's not okay to never try. You can do it. You just have to start. Now, if you ain't got nobody around you telling you that they believe in you, guess what? I believe in you. I believe that anybody can do anything that they want to if they really put their mind to it. I'm not saying that to make you feel better. This is my genuine belief, because I've seen it time and time again, where people didn't believe in themselves, and once they actually applied themselves, they started thriving. So yes, I believe in you. Get that sleep and you can do it. All right, so the next thing is going to be refocus your brain. Too often we sit there and we marinate in you know, painful memories and thoughts that literally don't do anything but keep us in a circle all day just thinking about it. We start to create scenarios in our heads, you know, based off of those feelings, and we're basically just like, well, what if this happens? And if this person says this, then this will happen, and you start spinning in a loop that you don't even need to be part of. So the key is not to like be like, oh, be quiet, thoughts, and, you know, try to conquer them, you know, right like that. That's not what you should do. And that's why when you try to do that, it doesn't work. And that's why people give up, because they're like, well, I tried that. I tried to be positive and it didn't work. It's not that it didn't work, it's that you didn't go about it the right way. And I'm not bashing you, but I'm just informing you that that's not how to do it. And that's why it wasn't successful. Okay, so instead of trying to control each and every thought, you should rather do something like maybe listen to like some positive music that, you know, you happen to like, you know, like whatever kind of music you like that makes you feel good. Put that on, dance, sing, cry, whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? If you feel called to cry or something like that, do that. But you need to have some sort of release, and you also need to have some sort of distraction. You know what I mean? Because you ever notice how you'll be having like a really crappy day or something, and then next thing you know, you'll be doing something fun, and then you will forget about your problems. You know what I mean? And you will literally sit there and you'll be like, oh dang, I almost forgot that blank. You know what I mean? Do that in your own way. You know what I mean? Like, be your own distraction. Listen to that music. Watch that therapeutic comfort show. You know what I mean? Read that book. Go talk to that one family member. Go talk to that one friend. Just do something that's not going to keep you in that loop of sadness. There's so many things out there in the world. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to have their own unique interests and stuff like that. Pick one of those, multiple of those, because you don't want to keep doing the same exact thing, because that can get boring after a while. But just write down a few things. This is what I want you to do, because this just popped in my head. Go ahead and make you a list of different things that you like to do. Go ahead and make you a list of different things that bring you comfort in life. Go through that list whenever you're feeling upset, whenever you're feeling down, whenever you lost the plot and you can't get back to that positivity that you need. Go through that list, pick one of those things, and distract yourself. Okay? Positively distract yourself. Don't allow those negative thoughts to, you know what I'm saying, like keep you in that loop and keep you stuck. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the haters want, baby. The haters want you to fall off of your chair so that they can steal it. Joke on them is that if they do that, they'll never be like you, because they're them and you're you. So copycat spirits, they can't really take your shine. Even if they take your idea, they can't do it like you. They're going to do it like them, and people will see their energy. They won't see your energy. So if somebody steals your idea or steals your flow, come out with that same exact flow if it's true to you, and watch. You're going to get more traction than they do, because they're faking it. They're going to have to watch you, watch your mannerisms, every single thing that you do, so they can copy you. They can emulate you, and they're still going to fail, because they're not you. They're not you. Okay, so the next thing is, a laughing man can't cry. That's been like one of my sayings lately that I've just been kind of saying to myself, like not outwardly to everybody, but like this is my thing. The meaning of it is when you're having fun, you know what I mean, when you're really like vibing and you're letting go, you're not going to cry. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be having fun. You're going to, be chilling in the moment. You know what I'm saying? You might go through so much passion in a moment of watching something or singing or dancing that you do cry. That's called a release. Let it out. Don't hold it in, because that's just detrimental to you to hold it in. But that's good for you too. But mostly, like you might hear a good song or something like that, and you might be sad. But when you hear that song, you're going to get up. You're going to be like, oh, this is my jam. And you're going to go dance to that song, and you're going to be happy. So imagine if you put on like 10 songs like that. You'd probably feel a lot better towards the end. Like, yeah, you'd still be thinking about that in the back of your head, but you wouldn't be giving it the stage. Take your insecurities off the podium and allow yourself to be free. Okay? Say it again. Take your insecurities off the podium and allow yourself to be free. Okay? Put that music on. Put that movie on. Read that book. Do whatever it is you're going to do, and don't think about that. Think about what's in front of you. So let's say you're eating some food. Look at this beautiful meal. Wow, this food is good. You hearing some music in the background. Wow, that's a nice song. You have to be a little bit like a child about it, and like look around and just look at the world around you. Talk about the world around you instead of what's happening in your head. And over time, those thoughts will have little or no effect on you. That's the point. The point is not to get rid of your thoughts completely. The point is to make them less important, because they're not important as you're making them. They're so big to you because you've spent your life idolizing them without realizing it. You have been idolizing them because you have been putting them in the front of your life, in the front of your mind. That's idolizing. you're making them feel like they're so big, and it's just stupid thoughts that you are just ruminating over. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying, like, no, it doesn't happen overnight, but you have to start that inner work sometime. When do you plan on starting that inner work? You keep on making a wish, you know, a whole lot of make-a-wishes out there. You want to keep saying what you want, but you're not doing the inner work for it. You think you can just work, hustle, break yourself, and that'll be good. And that's why when you get what you wanted to get, you can't handle it. And you might blow all your money, or you might, you know what I'm saying, do something stupid and lose everything. Because you didn't do the inner work. You tried to skip. And that's not how life works. Anybody who has put themselves in a successful position has done so by working on themselves. I'm telling y'all. Go look up some celebrity interviews. One that I would really recommend is Jim Carrey, okay? Look up how Jim Carrey got famous. And he will literally tell you that he just kept telling himself that he was going to be famous. I'm not going to get too much into it because I want that to be a little task. Go watch that after you watch this video, okay? And let's see, who else can I really think of? I don't know. Nothing is really coming to my mind right now other than him. So go watch that video. Maybe that'll give you a little bit of positivity after this, so you can really see where I'm coming from. I want you to understand that success is a mindset. You know, these celebrities that y'all think had it so easy, you know, and they just poofed overnight. Everybody who y'all call industry plants and stuff like that, half the people, they ain't industry plants. They people who actually put in that work that y'all don't want to put in. And I'm not saying that the goal in life is to become famous, but what I'm saying is that the people that have made it up there or anywhere else, not just Hollywood, have put themselves in a successful mindset that allowed them to make it there. They did this before they went up there, okay? I'm not talking about the super sad, like super depressed celebrities that, you know, ended up going through very dark times. I'm talking about like the positive, like the motivated celebrities that are, you know, like pretty upbeat, and they have those very good success stories. They have those stories because they believed in themselves when they had $0. They believed in themselves when nobody knew their names, okay? And you have to have like that star power mindset, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like be all overzealous and all arrogant. I'm saying you need to know the power that you have within yourself to be whatever you want to be. You know what I mean? Like, be as successful as you want to be. Be as driven as you want to be. Like, everything that you would like to aspire to be, you need to be able to see yourself in that light before you actually achieve it. You know what I mean? So like, let's say you wanted to be like a businesswoman. Let me throw something out there. Like, maybe you wanted to sell like books. You know what I mean? You got to tell yourself like, yo, I'm the best bookseller out there. Like, who's going to do it like me? You know what I'm saying? Nobody, because nobody is me, and I am myself, and they are them. So that's the beautiful thing about it. You know what I mean? Like, nobody is going to do the same thing as you, exactly how you do it. And that's the beauty of life, that everybody is different. And instead of trying to all be the same and assimilate and look like each other, we should embrace our differences. This is what has been said since the beginning of time. Unfortunately, society started to skew that perception and make us think that we had to be something that we didn't have to be. And lately there's been a revelation of people opening up to, you know, the reality of life, which is that everybody is different, and that's beautiful, and we should celebrate our differences instead of, you know, trying to all be the same, trying to fit into a box that doesn't fit our shapes. So basically, just keep that mindset that you are one of one, and that you are powerful just as you are. And love yourself, appreciate yourself, respect yourself, so that other people can do that. And you're not doing it so that other people will do it. You're doing it because you deserve it. You deserve to love yourself. You deserve to respect yourself. You deserve to feel every good emotion that is out there for you to be the best you that you can be. And don't let people in your life try to convince you otherwise. This is what I was saying earlier. Cut them off, because they don't deserve your energy if they're acting weird about it. And it doesn't matter what sob story that they peddle to you. Let me break this down. People will tell you the biggest sob story in the world so that they can continue to step on you like a dog. The minute that you grab that foot and throw them off your back, life gets better.